Angel Reese tweet sends WNBA Twitter into meltdown. You tweeting this proves their point. Former LSU star Angel Reese is resolute in her commitment to improving her image without sounding pompous. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark changed the trajectory of women's basketball forever after the two met in the NCAA women's basketball tournament final 2 years ago. Reese got off on the wrong foot with many sports fans after making exaggerated gestures while taunting Clark. While in doing so, she ignited hitherto unseen levels of interest in the sport. She has been negatively affected by the fallout. To this day, Angel Reese has been considered a disagreeable person by a big faction of women's basketball fans. She has had to battle a deluge of disparaging comments about her nature and behavior on every post. The LSU graduate had to clear the air around rumors citing her as a poor student in college, among other things. It's safe to say that she's had to bear a disproportionate share of hate compared to her actions. Yet Reese has been able to project a dignified image across her social media as she conquers to capitalize on the windfall from her popularity in online as well as offline spaces. The 23-year-old is resolute in her commitment to improving her image without sounding pompous. Her recent tweet is a peek at how people change their opinion of her after meeting with her. However, there is a faction of women's basketball fans, a faction that overlaps with people who are exclusively Caitlin Clark fans, that isn't willing to let her ride the criticism out without reminding her of some of the antics that have generated so much friction and discussion around women's basketball at both the pro level as well as the college level. And they are coming for her with video proof of her ways of antagonizing Clark. WNBA Twitter calls out Angel Reese for past actions in response to her tweet. Given the polarizing nature of her popularity and association with Caitlin Clark, many WNBA fans are calling out Angel Reese's attempts to improve her image with her latest tweet. One of them pulled up video footage of Reese following Clark around as the game clock wound down in the 2023 NCAA basketball tournament, alleging that her clearly antagonistic behavior at that juncture justified the public perceiving her as a disagreeable person. Another fan pulled up footage of Reese jumping up from the Chicago Sky bench and applauding after Chennedy Carter shoved Clark off the ball and was called for a foul. A few fans also believe that Reese made up this incident and insinuate that her tweet is a PR gimmick. Ultimately, no matter what Reese says or does at this juncture, there is undoubtedly enough evidence of her being both a classless antagonist on the court, as well as of her being a sweetheart off the court. Every WNBA personality whom she's interviewed on her podcast has only had nice things to say about her behavior and demeanor. Once the court of public judgment passes its opinion on somebody, it is nearly impossible to change that impression. What Reese has endured for 2 years since her gesticulating towards Clark isn't a proportionate outcome for her behavior, but it cannot be classed as unwarranted. People look for villains in sports and many of them end up being liked. However, Reese cast herself as a villain and then proceeded to cry foul when perceived as such. It is a hard battle to fight.